Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, February 22nd, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 598 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Biden to temporarily target PPP loans to smallest businesses. This is some crazy nightmare. Mom recounts last moments with her 3 kids who died in Texas power outage. Florida Gov gave out VIP vaccines. This is who got screwed. Congress takes up the COVID-19 relief bill this week, but it faces some hurdles. Texas Republican hypocrisy over federal aid is nothing new, ask Flying Ted Cruz. Correction officer killed in alleged attack by an inmate at Indiana State Prison. Texas blackouts warning to Biden and all of us, renewables do play a role in grid problems. Ted Cruz passed out water, barbecue in Texas this weekend. AOC raised $5 million for Texans. Gun provocation reveals tensions in Michigan tourist haven. Texas is barring electricity companies from shutting off service for unpaid bills after storms caused prices to surge. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The latest on the coronavirus pandemic and vaccines, live updates, CNN. Millions of Texans wake up without safe drinking water after winter storm, NBC News. 6 things to watch, COVID-19 bill, schools, Texas, Merrick Garland and more, NPR. Biden administration announces reforms to PPP to assist small businesses, Fox Business. Congress takes up COVID-19 relief, Merrick Garland Senate hearing, 5 things you need to know Monday, USA Today. Investors flee bonds and snap up commodities on economic recovery hopes, while European stocks trade lower, Market Watch. The UK is set to announce how it will exit lockdown, here's what we know so far, CNBC. 30,000 Macs infected with new Silver Sparrow malware, ZDNet. New York backtracks on de Blasio's plan to close Trump-owned ice rinks, Fox News. Bitcoin rally faces potential test from falling market liquidity, Yahoo Finance. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Majority of Americans want to make it easier to vote by mail. Secrets you should know about picking the best winter produce. Democrats' top priority is to reform elections. Will it be the bill to break the filibuster? Social media is traumatizing us more than we realize. John Oliver has some horrifying news about what you're eating tonight. Myanmar protests grow after junta threatens lethal force against demonstrators. Ted Cruz's flimsy excuse for his Cancun beach vacation just fell apart. GOP rep mocks critics on the right for censure frenzy over Trump impeachment. Pennsylvania man charged with threatening to shoot lawmakers, black people. Trump reportedly made a bonkers Air Force One offer to Kim Jong-un. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Student-built plane takes to the sky. 2 elderly women die from hypothermia. Community steps up to help flooded animal shelter. Dashcam video shows semi nearly hitting squad car. Woman returns home after 73-day battle with COVID. Miracle puppy rescued from river after 4 days. Cincinnati CBP agent sees 44 pounds of cocaine-coated cornflakes. Legendary Philadelphia radio pioneer dies. Car parade for World War II veterans' 100th birthday. Amateur relic hunters unearth hidden history. The next headlines are from the 5th most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. White House adjusts rules to encourage more loans for tiny businesses. Burden on U.S. hospitals eases as COVID-19 cases decline. The legacy of Rush Limbaugh. She beat cancer at 10, now she'll join SpaceX's first private trip to orbit. Boeing calls for global grounding of 777s equipped with one-engine model. France hired McKinsey to help in the pandemic, then came the questions. South Africa variant emerges in New York. The virus slammed her neighborhood, she cannot find her father a vaccine. Bagel orders and vaccine appointments, 5 takeaways from the mayor's race. Texans needed food and comfort after a brutal storm. As usual, they found it at H-E-B. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Senator Hawley and Dannenfelser vote against Xavier Becerra. These radical views disqualify him for HHS post. Funny on social media, Max Homa takes his golf seriously. Mariners president Kevin Mather apologizes for comments. Nets hold on to edge Clippers, win season best 6th in a row. Timberwolves fire Saunders after parts of 3 seasons as coach. U.S. coronavirus death toll approaches 500,000. Pasternak's 3 goals lead Bruins past Flyers 7-3 at Lake Tahoe. Potter helps number 21 Wisconsin knock off Northwestern 68-51. Oklahoma City deals Cavaliers 10th straight loss, 117-101. Wells, number 5 Texas A&M pull away from Ole Miss, 66-55. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, February 22nd. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Former 49ers QB Alex Smith on Kaepernick, he obviously was trying to tell us something. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's bombshell Oprah interview may have to be edited or re-recorded. Sydney NRL star Sam Burgess arrested on drug and traffic offences. Bailiffs remove HS2 tunnel ringleader from under Houston. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry know sex of their baby and won't choose royal name, expert claims. Nadhim Zahawi says the evidence looks good that vaccines do lower COVID transmission. Daily Mail comment, we need a jump start, not just this roadmap. Boeing cargo jet engine bursts into flames as debris falls on Dutch town. Universities are accused of aiding money launderers and move branded a welcome mat for kleptocrats. Captain Sir Tom Moore's funeral will be held on Saturday. Contestant on Icelandic University Challenge storms offset. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. France and the spectral menace of Islamoleftism. Rip Kevin, peacock who cheered up Londoners during lockdown killed by foxes. Live updates, new U.S. case numbers drop to levels not seen since the fall, as the grim milestone of 500,000 deaths arrives. Uganda's wine withdraws court challenge to election results. Myanmar grinds to a halt as hundreds of thousands strike against military coup. U.S. ban on China's Xinjiang cotton fractures fashion industry supply chains. UN human rights body open session as Myanmar concerns loom. Hong Kong leader, other officials receive COVID-19 vaccine. Russia's COVID-19 vaccination drive slowly picking up speed. 40 beached whales refloated in New Zealand but fears remain. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news, U.S. death toll nears 500,000. German pupils start returning to kindergartens. The past is so present, how white mobs once killed American democracy. See how Moru values empower women, the fight for abortion rights in Guam. Stock markets cautious ahead of UK COVID lockdown exit plan, business live. He treated me as a slave, women face rising violence amid war in Yemen. Dutch authorities investigate Boeing 747 after engine parts drop after takeoff. A team by any other name, why are MLS clubs so keen on rebrands? Myanmar junta warns of lethal force as crowds gather for 5-2's revolution. Judas and the Black Messiah, why it took so long for Hollywood to investigate the FBI. Nobody wants this job now, the gentle leaders of China's Uyghur exiles, in pictures. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. They were terrorists, Capitol Police officer recounts January 6 attack. 10 rescued after becoming stranded on ice floes in Lake Erie, Coast Guard says. China urges U.S. to lift trade restrictions, stop interference. New Zealand remembers 185 who died in quake 10 years ago. East Timor postpones child sex abuse trial of ex-US priest. Filing, Proud Boys member considering plea in Capitol breach. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Myanmar coup, protesters defy military warning in mass strike. Boeing 777s grounded after Denver engine failure. Iran talks avert nuclear inspections deadline impact. Christchurch earthquake, memorial held for victims 10 years on. Texas weather, state should pay soaring power bills, says Houston mayor. LGBT plus History Month, Matty Mitchum's troubled path to historic Olympic gold. China sexy tea shop apologizes for calling women bargains. Bitcoin keeps hitting new highs after Tesla backing. COVID, Australian Open fans criticized for booing vaccine. Over the Rhine, is this a model for urban renewal or a warning sign? The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. It's life or death, non-English speakers struggle to get COVID-19 vaccine across U.S. AP Top Stories February 22nd day. Rapid takeoff of variant first found in Britain threatens U.S., California, Texas report fewer hospitalizations, latest COVID-19 updates. Senator Ted Cruz helps clean up damaged house. D.C. black pastors help fight vaccination inequity. Gun episode exposes divide in Midge tourist haven. Today in history for February 22nd. As U.S. death toll nears 500K, Dr. Anthony Fauci says Americans could be wearing masks in 2022, latest COVID-19 updates. Houston mayor calls power disaster foreseeable and preventable as Texas warms up after historic storm. How a 1960s discovery in Yellowstone made millions of COVID-19 PCR tests possible. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Column, take it from me, the longer kids are out of classrooms, the more they'll suffer academically. 13-year-old boy shot in South LA. Governor admits problems with vaccine rollout in Latino and Black communities. Orange County will start setting aside vaccine for education, food, agriculture workers. LA County continues to see decline in coronavirus cases, hospitalizations and deaths. If COVID rules allow, Six Flags Magic Mountain aims to open in spring. Before far-right UCLA student stormed Capitol, he faced furor over incendiary tweets. No quick path to reopening LA Unified is emerging as school year slips away. At 113, she's California's oldest native. She got through a tough 2020 and is still going strong. Op-ed, how to make sure the LA River Master Plan fulfills its promise to the gateway cities. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, February 22nd, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. White supremacy a transnational threat, UN chief warns. Students in France wait for food handouts as COVID-19 destroys part-time jobs. Texas freeze led to release of tons of air pollutants as refinery shut. Name it for what it is, MPs implore PM to label China's treatment of Uyghurs a genocide. Palestinian child says he was raped by Israeli interrogator. India and China complete troop pullout from lake area in the western Himalayas, setting the scene for disengagement. Saudi Arabia opens recruitment of women to join armed forces alongside their male counterparts for the first time. U.S. orders extra inspection of some Boeing 777s after United incident, Japan suspends use. Australia's largest ever vaccine rollout has begun, as thousands of frontline workers across Australia get the COVID-19 jab. Japan requests airlines stop using Boeing 777s with P&W 4000 engines until further notice. North Korea puts $10,000 bounty on escaped construction workers in Russia. Study finds 1 in 6 New Zealanders exposed to high levels of nitrates in tap water, links to bowel cancer. About 7% of UK 17-year-olds have tried to take own life, study. Myanmar coup, witnesses describe killing of protesters as unrest continues. 7 Niger election officials killed by landmine on poll day. The next headlines are from Forbes. Taiwan economic growth set to grow at fastest in 7 years thanks to global tech demand. Einride adds appliance giant to its EV transport roster. Brooklyn Nets star James Harden deserves consideration for MVP. Renault's uncertain outlook might ease the way for Mercedes deal. Several Boeing 777 jets grounded after engine breaks apart over Denver. How to charge your portfolio with Chinese EV disruptors like NIO, Peng and Li. The Brooklyn Nets are rolling without Kevin Durant. Imagine how good they'll be when he returns. Illusory level playing fields, the off-pitch battles facing women's soccer. Brooklyn Nets star James Harden donating food, water, plumbing help to devastated city of Houston. Lakers poor shooting haunts them again in back-to-back losses. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Taking graphene out of the laboratory and into the real world. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,687,664,076 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Hong Kong film business reopens with a surge after lockdowns. Organ transplant comedy drama Risks and Side Effects picked up by PTI, trailer debuts, EFM exclusive. England to begin easing lockdown from March 8, cinemas to remain closed for now. Claire Dennis, James Gray, Jessica Hausner set for Doha Film Institute Gumrah lineup. Crisis Review, 20 years after Traffic, opioids get a similar treatment. Was Woody Allen guilty of sexual abuse? Allen v. Farrow filmmakers to sex episode 1 exclusive. Woody Allen, soon Ye Previn call HBO's Allen v. Farrow a hatchet job. Korea box office returns to depressed levels. Here's how The Simpsons brought back the late Marsha Wallace to say goodbye to Mrs. Crabapple. SEAL team actor Justin Melnick recovering after fall from helicopter. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Biden's agenda to come into sharper focus, even as Trump plots his comeback. West Virginia's vaccination rate ranks among highest in world. Iran, UN regulators agree on reduced, but continued, nuclear verification. United ground 777 jets after engine failure. A looming disaster, new data reveal where flood damage is an existential threat. As Myanmar mourns slain protesters, military junta threatens more violence. 7 poll workers killed by landmine amid historic Niger vote. Violence erupts in Barcelona on 5th night of protests over jailed rapper. Mediterranean oil spill injures wildlife, closes Israel's beaches. White House, China and WHO need to step up on investigation into origin of pandemic. The following headlines are from the week. America's maddeningly inept vaccine rollout. How America got to 500,000 COVID-19 deaths. Resign, Andrew Cuomo. Elizabeth Colbert recommends 6 books about people and the planet. Biden's Dennis Green presidency. John Oliver cuts into the meatpacking industry, shows how it mistreats its human workers. The group that selects Golden Globe winners has no black members. United, Japanese Airlines temporarily grounding certain Boeing 777s following engine rupture, FAA order. Biden to hold candle lighting ceremony as U.S. mourns 500,000 COVID-19 dead. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, February 22nd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. James Webb Space Telescope, Hubble's successor, to launch in October. Swarm of black holes discovered. Images of shadows cast by jet contrails. The next news is from Politico. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Europe looks to go it alone on microchips amid US-China clash. Boris Johnson, British adults to be vaccinated by July 31st. Biden's first 100 days. British universities plead to keep European Union cash post-Brexit. Groups press Biden to commit to transparency. Biden deprioritizes the Middle East. Urgency to ramp up vaccination clashes with Biden's equity focus. Trump aide preps primary against Ohio impeachment supporter. Exceedingly deep convictions, inside Xavier Becerra's quest for health care for immigrants. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Cricket legend on Hockey's appeal panel, another backroom figure quits. Loved by so many people, cat stalwart dies suddenly at training. When planned obsolescence doesn't marry the begging. Forget the pain, groin injury could take 9 months to heal, says Warner. Job seeker set for increase as data shows it could cost less than $3 billion a year. Blues president re-elected, along with Pratt, Matheson. It is our fear they are inside, woman, ex-partner believed dead in unit fire. Victorian government announces royal commission into Crown Casino. Victorian liberals threaten to call in the PM over treachery claims. Don't regret it, Penny defends Whereas Wallabies exodus as leadership void laid bare. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Peter Morici, inflation may be on Biden's plate sooner than he thinks. Europe markets, investors flee bonds and snap up commodities on economic recovery hopes, while European stocks trade lower. Next Avenue, how real Americans are living the nomadland life. NerdWallet, 6 Black financial pros you should follow this year. NerdWallet, the latest trends in home renovations, and how to pay for them. Auto Trader, why women are more likely to be injured in a car crash. Auto Trader, why Tesla is a dud in Japan. Next Avenue, food supply, insect-borne diseases, scammers and more, how to prepare for climate change. They cannot coerce the states into doing anything. Biden does not have the power to enforce in-person learning at K-8 schools. Here's why. The sheer number of claims are extraordinary. Texans pay a lot for insurance, but will that help them now? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Book introduces children to rare discoveries of Indian scientists. Times of India. How common and enforceable are non-competes, games business and law, GameDev.net. Patented tech now eligible for incentives under Investment Priorities Plan, Business World Online. Telecom mogul Freddie Figures talks inventions, tech over whiskey, The Fred Minnick Show, The Whiskey Wash. AI innovations top patent filings in 2020, technology decisions. Third Circuit panel revises half-baked trade dress functionality decision, Lixology. The next headlines are from Quartz. Vaccines work, TikTok's grip on music, a royal dog. Africa's economy could grow 10% by taking women more seriously. More work, less money, the reality of India's ride-hailing services in a post-COVID world. Enchanted by Modi, India's middle class is getting squeezed with no political repercussions. Electric cars are fueling the US's lithium mining boom. McDonald's finally enters the chicken sandwich wars. The collapse of its energy grid may make Texas the next solar hotspot. Listen, a playlist for TikTok's effect on music. How TikTokers get record deals. How TikTok stars are reinventing the path to fame. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Nets. Woody Allen. Roddy Rick. Olivia Rodrigo. Patrick Mahomes. Iowa basketball. Cam Newton. Christopher Bell. Zion Williamson. Duke basketball. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Russian e-commerce market posts explosive growth during COVID pandemic. High hopes, former NBA ace Chris Webber launches $100 million fund to help budding marijuana entrepreneurs. What a twist, Bitcoin investments bring Tesla more returns than sales of electric vehicles. Thank you so much, boss. Russian UFC knockout Yana Kunitskaya reveals what Dana White told her in call after latest win, video. Beijing urges U.S. to return to Iran nuclear deal after watchdog secures last-minute deal to temporarily extend site inspections. Tech firms unveil anti-disinformation code in Australia as call for action follows government inquiries. Stop putting ideology on our children's plates, French minister says after major city removes meat from school lunches. We might be doing something wrong, Carnegie think tank VP says about Rolls-Royce sales hitting all-time high in Russia. Top Chinese official announces reforms that will allow only patriots to govern Hong Kong. It should be the last national lockdown, says UK Vax minister ahead of PM's long-awaited announcement to ease COVID restrictions. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Former SEC Chair Jay Clayton will become Apollo's lead independent director. Von Greyers, how will it all end? Banker bonuses roped in by regulators despite record 2020 for financial industry. Luongo, Merkel's war for Germany is nearly over. Slices of the pie, mapping territorial claims in Antarctica. Leaked docs reveal large-scale effort of British government to use anti-Russian media and influencers to weaken Russian state. A tale told by an idiot, the second impeachment of Donald Trump. Watch, U.S. Army conducts first autonomous vehicle test at new facility near Baltimore. Canada to follow Australia's lead in charging Facebook for links. These are the world's most searched consumer brands. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. EU considers sanctions on Russia, Myanmar. U.S., South African COVID strain found in New York State resident. Indian state imposes curbs after resurgence of COVID-19 cases. Nigeria, kidnappers free 53 people seized on bus. Top India court halts tycoon Mukesh Ambani's retail deal, report. Qatar Petroleum to supply 1.25 m tons of LNG to Bangladesh. Saudi women can join military in latest widening of rights. UN chief tells Myanmar military, stop the repression. South Korea agrees to partial release of blocked Iranian money. Pakistani female aid worker shot dead by assailants. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Stephen Moore, Biden's climate change policies erase U.S. energy independence, lock down trillions in natural resources. Bill Gates on climate change, 2050 the soonest realistic date for the world to change. Watch, Mark Levin pays tribute to dear friend Rush Limbaugh, he was the salt of the earth. Gingrich, Trump will continue to dominate GOP, nobody can fight him. Watch, Farage slams Coca-Cola for alleged try to be less white staff training. Big business lobby Biden to import foreign workers as 17M Americans remain jobless. Freshman college baseball player hits 2 grand slams and first 2 at-bats. Olympic skateboarder charged with holding super spreader party in LA. Time's up, there should be no comeback for filmmaker Brett Ratner. Joe Biden's DHS protects most illegal aliens with sanctuary country orders. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Stranger shelter stranded delivery driver for 5 days during Texas cold snap, now she's part of the family. Processors in tech wearables like Fitbits could be replaced using mushroom mycelium. Green tea compound could hold the key to beating cancer, says compelling new study of EGCG. 37 years ago she began making Braille children's books to cut the cost by 90% and donate them worldwide. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, February 22nd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. If you die from the COVID-19 vaccine in Japan, the government will give your family over 44 million yen. Public warned not to approach Michael Jackson as he escapes Derbyshire prison. Glasses wearers up to 3 times less likely to catch coronavirus, study suggests. Texas grocery store loses power, let shoppers leave with groceries. Cork-based nuns breach COVID guidelines to attend exorcism of Vidal, Irish Parliament. Great-grandma flexes for camera, hits on news anchor as gyms reopen. Pigeon guys face tough times, who has the money, who has the roof? Pandemic makes prostitution taboo in Nevada's legal brothels. Investigation started as cargo plane showers metal parts on Limburg Village. Transgender Oathkeeper petitions for release from jail following charges relating to the Capitol siege, reportedly citing safety fears. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Earth's magnetic reversal 42,000 ago triggered apocalyptic climate change. Could that happen again? Please, please, please let these new AirPods leaks be legit. Porsche's taken Cross Turismo F isn't as confusing as it looks. What my biggest F word up as a developer taught me about taking ownership. Xiaomi packs active noise cancellation into its $25 neckbuds. Are Clubhouse chats leaking? Here's what we know. Quantum physics has the answer to making better holograms. Bitcoin isn't getting greener. 4 environmental myths about cryptocurrency debunked. Work towards getting certified as a true Microsoft Azure expert with this training package. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Bioengineered hybrid muscle fiber for regenerative medicine. Colorful connection found in coral's ability to survive higher temperatures. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, February 22nd from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Coronavirus cases drop, but Utah remains among states with highest infection rates. COVID-19 is fueling innovation in Utah schools to help students focus and cope. Where Utahns can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Ute Tony Finau loses in a PGA Tour playoff for the 3rd straight time. Black Utah ballerinas help shape new policies to welcome dancers of color into the white ballet world. As vaccinations increase, Salt Lake City International Airport expects a doubling of passengers by summer. Letter, education on consent and what constitutes rape is essential. Robert Gehrke, Utah's predatory rental practices need a fresh look. Mike Conley on All-Star bid, if it's not going to happen this year, man, that'll be tough. Photos, Bryce Canyon Winter Festival draws visitors for snowshoeing, archery and more. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Twitter agree to Australia's misinformation fighting code. Experian challenged over massive data leak in Brazil. Disney Plus added content disclaimers to 18 episodes of The Muppet Show. After a Boeing 777 rain-failed engine debris on neighborhood below, more planes grounded. Are Texas blackouts a warning about the follow-on effects of climate change? Martin Scorsese argues streaming algorithms devalue cinema into content. America has vaccinated more people than any other country in the world. Did Facebook change its rules to placate the right? Elon Musk co-authors COVID-19 paper accepted for publication in Nature. Node.js Dino creator discusses Rust, C++, TypeScript, and Vim. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. 1 eastbound I-55/64 lane closing today on the Poplar Strait Bridge. You paid for it, Madison County government says Metrolink is dangerous. Troy, Mo family worries they may be forced to choose between vaccine appointment or getting heat at their home. Couple fears they're being targeted in burglary hits. U.S. orders extra inspection of some Boeing 777s after United incident. Belleville murder suspect dies while awaiting trial. Customs inspectors find cocaine-coated cornflakes in Ohio. Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes' fiancée Brittany Matthews gives birth to baby girl. Missouri reports 410 new COVID cases. Illinois top doc says wide vaccine availability months away. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Six Flags aims to reopen parks this spring. Scooter rider suffers brain bleed after being hit by car. Why some Texans are getting sky-high energy bills. U.S. coronavirus death toll approaches milestone of 500,000. Miami elite search party targets trails near Spring Valley swap meet. Video shows neighbor trying to help during deadly house fire. County sees another dip in new COVID-19 cases, deaths. California's new vaccine delivery system launches in parts of state. SoCal DMV sends woman ID card with photo of her wearing face mask. Watch, massive Victorian home moves through streets of San Francisco. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Nightingale, trip, dry, worth set dates, dark horizons. 4 retired Taiwan intelligence officers face charges over spying for China. New research reveals a more complete, complex life story of Civil War spy Mary Lauvist. Suspected Chinese spy at Stanford hit with more charges, Palo Alto Daily Post. Ian McKellen reflects on how MI6 lifting ban on gay spies quietly changed course of LGBT+ rights. This is why you won't get the iPhone design you want anytime soon. The personal safety app police want everyone to download to help protect users from domestic abuse and violent attacks. Russian state media airs footage of Israeli spy Eli Cohen in Damascus. How to keep yourself safe. New DNA toolkit leads YAR to review spy in the bag case. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Milram Robotics showcases robotic mini-tank at IDEX 2021. Halcon is debuting a new cruise missile system at IDEX 2021. UK Araboran Prom gets $86 M support contract for Pakistani T-80 tanks. International Armored Group unveiled Rila fighting vehicle at IDEX 2021. Kia showcases new light military truck at IDEX 2021. 2 F-117 Nighthawk stealth aircraft spotted over Los Angeles. Eurovista showcases latest defense capabilities during IDEX 2021. Iveco unveils medium tactical vehicle at IDEX 2021. John Cockerell Defense showcases its latest products at IDEX 2021. Ukrainian new combat drone makes international debut at IDEX 2021. The next headlines are from SUP China, top news about China. Zhou Guanai wins F3 Asia title, one step closer to becoming first Chinese F1 driver. China's fishing in South American waters raises questions, fears. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, February 22, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Six Flags reopening parks in 2021. Drive-through COVID vaccination clinic launches in Marin County. Bay Area women arrested for violating Hawaii's quarantine protocols. COVID milestone, Biden to mark 500,000 American lives lost with Kendall Lee tribute. Man who shot first responders in Antioch drive-by accused of killing 64-year-old man. Car crash blocks all lanes on Highway 101 near Gilroy. Gun, credentials stolen from FBI vehicle in East Bay. Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes is officially a girl dad. Earthquake rattles near Gilroy. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Asian shares mixed as investors await progress on stimulus. FAA orders United to inspect Boeing 777s after emergency. In Israel and beyond, virus vaccines bring political power. Police investigating fatal hit-and-run in Round Lake Beach. 4 killed, including Schaumburg teen and 6-year-old boy, in Route 53 crash. Teen injured in expressway shooting near Northbrook. Daily vaccinations plunge as state reports 35 more COVID-19 deaths. COVID-19 cases per county, zip code as of February 19. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Green alert for tropical cyclone Juju in 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for tropical cyclone Guam 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, February 22nd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 1 killed, 2 teens injured in flyby crash at car meet in Northwest Harris County. Weak cold front brings more sun Monday and Tuesday. FAA orders United to inspect Boeing 777s after engine failure emergency over Denver. Dozens of animals arrive in Delaware to escape deep freeze in Texas. Areas in the greater Houston region remain under water boil advisory. Houston mother of 4 spent savings for hotel after home was destroyed. League City man in intensive care unit after falling 16 feet while trying to fix pipes. 139-year-old house rolls to new San Francisco, California address. 13 investigates, year-round storm suffering deserves year-round prep. Houston grandmother who froze to death suffered from hypothermia. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Boeing 777s with engine that blew apart should be grounded. Garland to focus on civil rights, political independence. Pubs, haircuts, gyms must wait as UK lifts lockdown slowly. Bone cancer survivor to join billionaire on SpaceX flight. 31-year-old YouTuber stabbed twice in the back in Kaohsiung. EU prepares measures against Myanmar coup leaders. Biden to boost pandemic lending to smallest businesses. The latest, young children return to school in Germany. Survey, German business optimism up despite pandemic burdens. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Ask an epidemiologist, how to stay safe from COVID while riding the subway. NYC evictions dropped by more than 80% in 2020. Extra, Fauci says we'll still be wearing masks a year from now. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. NY's largest vaccination sites in Brooklyn and Queens open Wednesday. With a week to go, this is already the 8th snowiest February in NYC history. Deathbed confession of former NYPD officer raises new questions about assassination of Malcolm X. SNL recap, Pete Davidson nails Cuomo reaction to nursing home scandal. First case of COVID-19 variant from South Africa confirmed in NY resident. Central Park ice rinks will stay open after Trump Organization previously announced early closure. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, 4.1 mag was detected near Andreanoff Islands, Aleutian Islands, Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.3 mag was detected near Adak in Alaska. Minor earthquake 3.3 mag, 265 kilometers southeast of Chiniak, Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag has occurred near Petacusta in Colombia. Light earthquake, 4.8 mag was detected near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, M4.2 quake has struck near Alianza Cristiana in Peru. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag was detected near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, M4.8 quake has struck near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag has occurred near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake 4.9 mag, southeast of the Loyalty Islands. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Neocon Robert Kagan, Americans opposing forever wars as an example of their intolerance. EPA approves chemical air treatment against COVID, despite known health hazards. First look inside St. Louis Hooverville-style tiny home village for homeless. Damaged Fukushima reactors leaking coolant after last weekend's 7.3 earthquake. The truth about Bill Gates. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Is ABC News anchor David Muir married? Did the White House tweet this Oval Office post in response to Texas blackouts? Is this massive, sealing the floor icicle from the Texas storms? Was the deepest hole on Earth sealed after finding 2-billion-year-old fossil? Did stray dogs in Russia turn blue from chemical waste? Is this a photo of a Martian sunset? Washington taps pastors to overcome racial divide on vaccine. Does a photo show Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak's daughter? Is this a photo of a penis-shaped landmass? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. These Lululemon pants make every day feel like Casual Friday. The real-world problem with all those Space Force jokes. ISIS is down but not dead yet. Fashion companies look to HBCUs to recruit black talent. State-sponsored conspiracy circus wrecks Iran's own vaccine rollout. Biden's revolution is doing what Obama and Clinton did not. Democrats should stand back and let Donald and Mitch tear apart the GOP. Inside Biden's left-wing brain trust. The new COVID truth or freakout is the most absurd yet. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Woody Allen blasts HBO docu-series Allen v. Farrow as hatchet job. Former NYAG Eric Schneiderman's ex alleges he threatened to kill her. NJ judge says lawyer who killed her son also tracked Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. Nets James Harden, DeAndre Jordan aiding storm battered Houston. HelloFresh apologizes after customer appears to receive bottle of urine with delivery. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro I, what happens when a galaxy ejects its supermassive black hole? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Winter storms disrupt vaccine effort as variants fuel new fears. Gottlieb says downward trend in virus infections likely to continue. Winter storm kills at least 11, leaves millions without power. 4,000 cold-stunned sea turtles rescued from freezing Texas waters. Florida governor faces criticism over COVID vaccine distribution. Mayor Brandon Scott discusses how COVID-19 has impacted Baltimore. A matter of trust, overcoming COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. NY Paul's proposed clean slate legislation to seal and expunge criminal records. Trump-run skating rinks at Central Park will be allowed to stay open for rest of season, de Blasio says. Mayoral hopefuls offer solutions to New Yorkers on edge over spike in crime. Cocaine-covered cornflakes worth more than $2 million intercepted by U.S. officials. United Airlines grounding Boeing 777 planes following near disaster. Russia reports first case of avian flu strain in humans. Arkansas police officer shot by kidnapping suspect at McDonald's. 10 people saved after getting stuck on icy Lake Erie, Coast Guard says. Person of interest in slaying of Yale student stole car, police say. Andrew Yang trolled for tweet offering NYC deal with Elon Musk. The following headlines are from military.com. Air Force Base halts flight operations after 2 killed in Alabama T-38 jet crash. In a Navy with lots of traditions, a small, very personal one continues. Civilian plane crash victim was valued member of Wisconsin Air National Guard. The Coast Guard's eye in the sky, Civil Air Patrol monitors ice along Connecticut and Thames rivers. Strangers unite to ensure veteran who died was not alone or forgotten. Seattle-based Coast Guard icebreaker returns home after first mission in nearly 40 years to wintertime Arctic. History-making U2 pilot puts her toughness to the test in CBS reality show Tough as Nails. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 3 days, 10,000 donuts, community rallies around Palatine Bakery that asked for help online. We knew people liked us, but I had no idea. Column, Joe Logan, America's longest-serving juvenile lifer, has a message for young black offenders. With doses in short supply, thousands of frustrated COVID-19 vaccine seekers are turning to social media for help in getting it. Teen, 6-year-old among 4 killed in Rolling Meadows traffic crash, state police say. Hunger strikers see glimmer of hope as Lightfoot asks EPA for advice about scrap shredder. People celebrate Lunar New Year in Chicago. Former Speaker Michael Madigan unsure how long he'll remain state Democratic chair as he picks 26-year-old successor. Palatine shows support for Spunky Dunker's Bakery. Another bout of snow kickstarts a warmer week, but don't expect it all to melt, forecasters say. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. The following headlines are from phys.org. Dozens of whales strand at notorious New Zealand Bay. There is no one-size-fits-all road to sustainability on patchwork Earth. Rapid evolution may help species adapt to climate change and competition. Life from Earth could temporarily survive on Mars. Pioneering research reveals gardens are secret powerhouse for pollinators. Drones used to locate dangerous, unplugged oil wells. Stress was leading reason teachers quit before pandemic, and COVID has made matters worse. NASA's Mars helicopter reports in. Warmer winters threaten Canada's seasonal ice roads. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, February 22nd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. EU slaps sanctions on 19 more Venezuelan officials. Italian ambassador killed in Congo while in UN convoy. 5 more France rugby players get coronavirus, total up to 10. Nobel laureate Olga Tokarczuk's art book hits bookstores. Vaccinations start without rush in Australia, parts of Asia. EU weighs troubled Russia ties, fresh sanctions. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Horoscopes February 22, 2021, Drew Barrymore, enjoy what life has to offer. Bridge, February 22, 2021. Word Game, February 22, 2021. Ask Amy, why didn't she tell me about this lucky vaccine opportunity? Harriet Cole, I'm a highly paid Instagram influencer, and they denigrate my work. Miss Manners, she threw a party and then she billed guests. Dear Abby, the bride is furious after her wedding arch was trashed by relatives. East Oakland double shooting under investigation. Gilroy, HWI 101 lanes reopen after solo crash spurs CHP SIG alert. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Former Polish dissident Litinsky drowns trying to save dog. Highway section on Nurse Lane, Tennessee Corrections official. Public comment sought on Big South Fork Park fee increases. Painting project for Brent Spence Bridge to begin in March. Global shares mostly lower as investors wary over stimulus. Applications being accepted for WVA governor schools. Memphis men's basketball resumes practice after COVID pause. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Connecticut lawmakers want to try again to make prison phone calls completely free. Son of Wall Street mogul running for Wisconsin Senate seat was pleasantly surprised Milwaukee is a normal city. What drove the historically large murder spike in 2020? This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Structured exercise program, not testosterone therapy, improved men's artery health. Long-term exposure to low levels of air pollution increases risk of heart and lung disease. Study of auto recalls shows car makers delay announcements until they hide in the herd. Acid reflux disease may increase risk of cancers of the larynx and esophagus. New insights on how inflammatory molecule contributes to skin and pancreatic cancers. Salt reduction will prevent nearly 200,000 cases of heart disease and save 1.64 billion. Cancer cell vulnerability points to potential treatment path for aggressive disease. New study on the forecasting of extreme rainfall events in Mediterranean countries. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 18 shot, 2 fatally, in Chicago this weekend. Chicago region emerges as a draw for data centers. Man charged with Humboldt Park carjacking. 13-year-old boy charged with shooting teen in Roseland. One correctional officer killed, another injured in stabbing at Indiana State Prison. 2 people robbed in Hyde Park. Horoscope for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Timberwolves fire coach Ryan Saunders. 6-year-old boy among 4 killed in Rolling Meadows crash. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Finally warm again, Greater Houston's winter storm recovery continues. Early favorites developing to land J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson. 5 Texas authors for Women in Horror Month. This week in Houston food events, cluck it like it's hot at a new hot chicken truck. Dio-era Black Sabbath records get reissues with bonus material. The next headlines are about world records making news. Shahid Afridi equals Humor Akmal, nears incredible world record after PSL 2021 Golden Duck, Republic TV. Man City close in on world record after early Raheem Sterling goal is enough to see off Arsenal, The Telegraph. Lorado Zamaloy's son Prince Mashoana breaks a TEDx Talk world record, Herald Live. Miguel Montero breaks world record for introducing adjusted weights athletics, Valley Bugler newspaper, Valley Bugler newspaper. Andrew Irwin wins pole vault in return to Tyson Center, Arkansas Razorbacks. Daniel Bell totals 1,182.5 kilograms, 2,606 lbs, sets all-time raw W-Raps world record, fitnessvolt.com. Powerlifter Dan Bell becomes the first man to total over 1,179 kilograms, 2,600 pounds, raw with wraps, bar bend. Julius Maddox bench presses 355 kilograms, 782.6 lbs, sets new world record, fitnessvolt.com. World record crowd at 1954 Challenge Cup final replay, Oddsville, Warrington Guardian. Triathlon news and notes, Olympic hopefuls, a Guinness World Record, and more, Triathlete. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. TikTok users are burning snowballs in viral videos to prove the snow is fake. A phishing scam targeting Postmates drivers pretends to represent the company to empty out victims' accounts. FAA ends investigations into crashed SpaceX Starship prototypes, report. Check out the debris that rained down on a Colorado suburb after a plane's engine exploded. WhatsApp, users who don't accept our new privacy policy won't be able to read or send messages. Enjoy the outdoors, someday, hopefully, with $230 off Tack Life's beautiful fire pit table. The poster for Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead releases the zombie cut. Sunday's best deals, FIXD vehicle diagnostic tool, kitchen solutions bundle, skin food products, compact tire inflator, and more. Official Twitch gaming stream replaces audio from Metallica performance with whatever this is. Chunks of United Airlines plane rain down on Colorado suburb following engine trouble. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Birdsville Airport in Australia at 109.76 degrees Fahrenheit or 43.2 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. A Curious Observer's Guide to Quantum Mechanics, Part 7, The Quantum Century. The AI research paper was real, the co-author wasn't. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Wall Street expert explains how Trump can soak his supporters all over again and make billions. Ted Cruz brought his college roommate to Cancun vacation during Texas blackout. The new greatest generation or the worst one, the 2020s will test younger Americans. Expert on Trump's real legacy, a mental health pandemic that rages unabated. The 1.5 million child slaves behind your chocolate bar. CPAC discussion schedule shows they'll continue the big lie about Trump's 2020 election. John Oliver destroys Texas Republicans from Ted Cruz, Fox News and Rick Perry in an epic takedown. Most of the attendees want him to be executed. Americans agree Mike Pence should stay away from CPAC. Conservative begs Mike Pence to come to CPAC and swears he'll get a warm reception, despite death threats. It's like Steve Scalise was choosing his words not to piss off Trump, CNN host. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Nevada lithium mine kicks off a new era of U.S. extraction. Biden's other nuclear option. Merrick Garland vows to battle extremist attacks on our democratic institutions. Texas Democrats use their organizing power for disaster relief. America's death toll from COVID-19 is staggering, but vaccines continue to bring hope. Antarctic stunner, mysterious creatures discovered under a half-mile of ice. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Life from Earth could temporarily survive on Mars, Eureka alert. Until recently, people accepted the fact of aliens in the solar system, Scientific American. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Full text, insomnia in patients with borderline personality disorder NSS, Dove Medical Press. Stroke, the role of physiotherapy in recovery, The New Times. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. The New Aging, City Journal. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, February 22, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The next headlines are from OpenMinds.tv. Open Minds UFO Radio Newscast February 19, 2021. Special guest, Martin Willis. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Project Moondust, Operation Blue Fly and Clifford Stone, RIP. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.